L to the D to the B to the C. This is your boy, the Coach, live on the Coach Show live. Man, so I watched this fight. You know, this was a good fight. This was a real, it was a good fight. I don't think this is a robbery. I'm sorry, folks. I thought Natasha Jonas won the fight. I thought she outboxed Mikaela Mayer. I thought she outboxed her. And even she wasn't afraid to mix it up. Here's the thing. You know, Mikaela Mayer landed some really, really good shots, okay? I'm not going to even say, you know, Mikaela Mayer didn't land any decent shots. I mean, Mikaela Mayer landed some good right hands. Landed a couple of good hooks. But for me, it was the body work, okay? It was the body work of Natasha Jonas that did it for me. And I think that body work really, really, really goes underrated, okay? That body work goes underrated and undetected by a lot of people. I put a lot of stock in the body work because the body work to me was slowing Mikaela Mayer down toward the end. Now, not slowing her down to where she couldn't fight, but, you know, you can tell by round 8, it was clearly affecting her, you know, and she was, you know, taking breaths, and she was trying to get in there. And, you know, Mikaela Mayer, even though I think she got hurt to the body a couple of times, she still finished this fight real strong. And that 10th round, I gave Mikaela Mayer won that 10th round altogether. Sorry, folks. That's my car telling me to put on my darn seatbelt. Y'all know what it is. I need to put the seatbelt on, but, you know, I hate seatbelts. Most of y'all do, too. Okay? Here, let's put it on before we go off again. All right, there we go. But I just thought Natasha Jonas, to me, did the more clean, effective punches. And I think the body work with her, for me, is unquestionable. Mikaela Mayer has decent hands. She's got a decent jab. I mean, she's not like a trash fighter. I just think Mikaela Mayer is just too flat-footed. And every single time that this woman has faced any kind of like pure slick boxer, she lost. I thought she lost to Bumgarner as well. Okay, a lot of people saying that she won the fight, it was a robbery. To me, this fight, it was just too close to call a robbery. Like, why in boxing do we call close fights robberies? Or we call it robbery because it's our favorite fighter, or it's a fighter that we're going for. No, this fight was close. Could have went either way. To me, I had it 6-4 for Jonas. Okay? The first time I watched the fight, I had it 7-3. I watched it again, had it 6-4. And you can even argue and say it was a draw. Okay? I just think Mikaela Mayer, she has to do a better job of cutting off the ring. A lot of times during the fight, she was following Natasha Jonas around the ring, and Jonas was just setting traps for her. Like, you can't do that, okay? You would think a boxer, Ticket TV, you would think a boxer of Mikaela Mayer's status and, you know, her professionalism and being an Olympian, you would think that she would properly know how to cut the ring off, but nah, she didn't, okay? She wasn't cutting the ring off effectively, and it was pretty much like you're playing right into Natasha Jonas's hands. That's what happened. Yeah, I think slick boxers are really bad matchups for Mikaela Mayer. Just bad. She needs to avoid those kind of fighters. She needs to, because she can't properly, she don't have the foot speed to really like track these fighters down. Okay, she don't have the speed. Like Jonas and Bumgarner, they're just too fast. They're just too damn fast for her. So I mean, that's just my view, okay? And I'm not saying that you have to agree with my view, and you know, it's just what it is, okay? That's what I saw when I watched this fight. I also saw Jonas, you know, really also, you know, standing in the pocket and trading. You know, a lot of people was thinking she wouldn't do that. Everybody thought that she was just going to box her way throughout the whole fight. No, Jonas didn't do that. She actually stood in the pocket. She would mix it up sometimes, and I liked that. Mikaela Mayer, she hits hard. Now, she don't have a lot of knockouts on her record, but that don't mean she can't hit. I've always said that a woman that's got a 50% knockout ratio, they dangerous. They doing good. Because women, they're not knocking each other out like that. You got to understand, in boxing and in MMA, women, they're not knocking each other out. They're just not. They're not knocking each other out like that, because a lot of women don't generate that kind of power to put you to sleep. They don't. And that's just what it is. And people always getting on Clarissa Shields about her knockouts. Well, I mean, folks, there's a difference between men and women. Just what it is. Natasha Jonas, fought 14 times and had 9 knockouts. That's, to me, that's good. Mikaela Mayer only had 5, but that don't mean Mikaela Mayer can't punch. She heavy-handed. She can hit. Okay? I don't see none of her opponents saying that she filler-pisted. And you can look at Natasha Jonas' face. No, she got hit. Mikaela Mayer gave her a black eye. You can see, like, the welt marks on the side of her face from getting hit. Like, this, Mikaela Mayer got hands. I think on the technical part of her boxing, I just think she's lacking technically. And I think her footwork is pretty bad. But she's a tough fighter. Like, she's going to come in and she's going to fight a really, really difficult fight. And anytime you go in there and mix it up with Mikaela Mayer, she's going to find a way to get at you. And she put a lot of pressure on Natasha Jonas. And you can't deny that. I just think Natasha Jonas handled the pressure very well. And I think she pulled the fight out. Okay? I thought Natasha Jonas got up early in the fight. But this fight, they need to have a rematch, okay? They really, truly need to have a rematch. I think Jonas, I think had the fight been 3-minute rounds, maybe I would have been saying something different. Okay, and that's the problem with women's boxing. Like, the knockouts will increase if we can go up to 3-minute rounds, And why? I don't understand why women's boxing can't be 3-minute rounds. It's stupid. Okay, it's just dumb. Let these girls go ahead and get these knockouts and pad these resumes with knockouts. Because, I think 3 minutes would have been the difference. And I think Mikaela Mayer probably could have won. But there was no robbery here, folks. The right woman won the belt. And also, too, when you fighting the champ, everybody know this. Okay, this ain't nothing new. Okay, you got to go in there and decisively take out the champ. You got to take the champ out. You got to decisively pull out the victory, and you have to take that champ out of here. You can't just sit back and then just think that you're going to go in and you're going to cruise to a decision win against the damn champ in the champ's hometown. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. Just what it is. You got to go in there and you got to beat the champ, hands down. And that's just how it is. I'm done, period.